And out of turn 4, the checkered flag goes to Denny Hamlin. He wins it.
Hey, I beat your favorite driver.
And who would that be?
All of them.
This is the road to 76, Denny Hamlin's journey. Hello and welcome to the road to 76, episode 3. 54 races left until presumably Denny Hamlin retires from full-time racing in the Cup Series at the end of next season. He is still the same amount of wins away, 13 away from tying Dale Earnhardt, who's next on the all-time wins list. 54 races remaining. That sounds like he could do it, especially with how he's driving. And we went through another road course, which presumably has not been kind to him in his Cup Series career, especially in the next-gen car. He had a top 10 running car all race long until he got spun by Hurricane Carson Hocevar, which ultimately robbed him of a top 10, maybe even a top 5 victory. I don't think he had the car to beat in this race at Sonoma, but he very well could have had a top 10 and walked away with a massive points lead over Tyler Reddick, who had a mechanical issue causing him to finish dead last of the field, 36th. But instead, he walks away from Sonoma, gaining something, the points lead, but ultimately a smaller gain than what he would have had. He would have had probably a 30-some point lead over Tyler Reddick. But maybe now that we're over the road courses of the season, maybe Hamlin can now start tackling that elusive 76 victories. He can get 6 more this year and 6 more next year. That would bring his total wins to 76. The more wins he gets this season will require less wins next season. And who's to say after Homestead, presumably of 2027, who's to say Hamlin won't run a handful of races next season in 2028? That still remains to be seen. Then again, he could still extend 1 more year. But I don't foresee Hamlin driving that much deeper in his career because he wants to go out on top. He doesn't want to go out like a Dale Waltrip, who just went on another 10 years after he should have. So, next week we are going to Chicagoland, 1.5 miles. He has been extremely strong at these 1.5 miles. And so has Tyler Reddick for his bid for his first ever championship each. But hot on their tails is a very fast Ryan Blaney, an even faster Kyle Larson, and a very steady Ty Gibbs. Hamlin only has 1 point lead advantage over Tyler Reddick going into the Chicagoland with 8 races to go in the regular season, and only 100 presumably points ahead of Ryan Blaney. As 140 back and 146 back each for the next 2 drivers, Ty Gibbs and Kyle Larson respectively. Still, all 3 of these drivers, Blaney, Gibbs, and Larson, are 2 to 3 races away from tying, or at least getting in the conversation of the point championship. I've drugged this out too long already. So, Hamlin had a misstep this week, could have capitalized this week, but unfortunately, he was unable to, thanks to a spin late in the race. And without any cautions to help recalibrate, maybe muster up some sort of bigger gain, he leaves with 1 point advantage in his bid for his first championship. It'd be very ironic that he'd get his first championship this year and then ties Dale Earnhardt next year on the all-time wins list, which would leave him with 2 very strong accomplishments that he would have achieved in his last 2 years. He's still alive in the in-season bracket tournament this year. His arch rival in the points battle, Tyler Reddick, barring a post-race failed inspection, has been eliminated. So maybe Hamlin can still achieve some sort of tournament win this year. I'll leave you with this. 54 races to go for 76 wins. He sits 64 all time. Can he reach? Comment below. I will see you in the next episode of The Road to 76. Episode